What's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm taking you through a whole nother week of my full workouts in the gym. I show you sort of what my workout split was that week, exactly what exercises, how many reps, how many sets, and just talk you through everything. So I really hope that this video is informative and helpful for all of you out there. If you guys want to try out any of these workouts for yourself, go ahead, screenshot this video, take it with you to the gym, and share it with me because I want to see y'all hard at work. Also, before we get this video started, I want to remind you that Gymshark is still having their Black Friday sale. So much of their stuff is still in stock and on sale, up to 30% off. So if you haven't already done some shopping, then go ahead and check out their site. If you guys do want to shop, you can use my link, which I'll leave in the description, and that way you can shop while also supporting me. But yes, without further ado, let's get on into this full week of workouts. Good morning. It's time for a workout. Alright, let's get it. Hello. It is Monday, which means it is leg day. Anytime I'm working out my lower body, I start off with some sort of dynamic warm-up and glute activation. So I'm using my resistance band from @SuzyKB on Instagram. To open up them hips, I like to do some regular air squats, pause squats, some Asian squats. And then I like to do about 15 to 20 lateral raises and kickbacks on both sides. If I'm squatting, I always make sure to gradually work my way up to my working set weight, which for today was about 165 pounds. What I mean by this is I like to do a set using just the bar, another with 25s on each side, then 35s, and then eventually 135, 165 pounds for around 5 sets of 8 reps. I know that was a mouthful, but yeah, I just knew that I didn't want to hit legs too hard this Monday, or else I would have been feeling it for the next 3 days, which wouldn't have been very fun. Not to worry, I saved my heavier leg day for later this week. Next, I did stiff-legged deadlifts using the barbell. I did 4 sets of 10 and supersetted that with 20 bar toe taps to do some extra cardio, get my heart rate up. With one heavier dumbbell in hand, I'm doing some diagonal squats, and you can see my left foot is being used as a pivot foot, which stays on the floor while my other foot steps forward, center, back, center, and so on. Before switching legs, I'm doing one-legged hip thrusts, and after doing both exercises on one side, I switch. That way, we're really burning out the booty on the left side and then the right side, or vice versa. Using the same weight, I'm doing these squatted tap backs, making sure I stay low with the weight loaded at my chest and tapping back my foot, nice and controlled. After doing 20 total taps, I superset with 10 loaded squat to jumps. To finish off this workout, I did a timed circuit consisting of 4 exercises, 30 seconds apiece. The first move are these lateral high knees to skater jumps. To be honest, I was tripping on my own feet when I tried to do this for the first time, so you might want to take your time with it. Just make sure your footwork is right. After doing 30 seconds of that move, I go into these half burpees. So basically, you're just kicking back into a plank position and then up into a squat, never fully standing up. The next 30 seconds, we're going back to the lateral high knees to skater jumps, but this time the opposite way. The last 30 seconds are mountain climbers, so give it your all and pretend like you're sprinting to the top. I took a little breather after doing all those exercises and then repeated this 2-minute circuit one more time, and then I was done. So it is Tuesday, and if you follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen this upper body workout, but today we're hitting a little bit of chest, shoulders, arms, and back. I'm not super strict when it comes to my workout split. I kind of just work on whatever I'm in the mood for that day. So yeah, upper body it is. To start off, we're doing 10 flat dumbbell chest presses, supersetted with 20 bench walk-ups. These little body weight bench walk-ups are a great addition just for a little upper body and core challenge. Next, I'm doing these dumbbell overhead presses for them boulder shoulders. By now, you probably know that I do tons of supersets in all my workouts. So yes, we are supersetting with these front plate raises to a press. So it's going to be working the shoulder and the chest. Next, we have bent over dumbbell rows. Here I'm using both arms, but you can also do one side at a time to focus on the engagement in your back. I'm supersetting the rows with some offset push-ups. If you want a little extra challenge, you can add in this sort of Superman motion where you lift the hand that's on the floor off the ground. I aim for 5 on each side, and if you need to modify, you can always drop to your knees. To finish off, I'm doing some tricep and bicep work using the cable machine. I'm doing this variation of a tricep pull down using a straight bar, and after doing 3 to 4 sets of this, I lower the cable machine to the bottom to do some controlled bicep curls. You can see that on my way up, I pause at 90 degrees and pause at the top before slowly lowering my arms all the way down. And that was that day's workout. We are back, and it is time to hit some back and some biceps. So I'm starting off this pull day with some assisted pull-ups using my long resistance band. I got this off of Amazon, and I can try to leave a link for y'all in the description. I really want to make it a point to implement more pull-ups into more of my workouts because it's just a staple bodyweight exercise that I really want to get down and be able to do a lot of. But for today, I just did 3 sets of 5 or so reps to get warmed up. First exercise I did were these bent over rows using the barbell. I supersetted this with some dumbbell bicep curls, and guys, for some reason, I swear all the 15 to 25 dumbbells in my gym are always missing, so I had to use 27.5s, which is honestly a little heavier than I'd usually go for. You can probably see that I'm like swinging my body to get that weight up, so don't do that. Just make note that you should try to limit your body's swinging momentum, that way you're properly working your biceps. Next, I'm doing these wide grip cable rows, which is great for the back, shoulders, core, spinal alignment. I supersetted with some seated cable preacher curls, which I think is the move that is like fully responsible for how sore my biceps were feeling the next day. Since this is an isolating exercise, you have no choice but to use the power of your biceps. From the footage, I'm realizing that I was kind of just going through the motion, but I definitely try to focus on a slower negative movement. Now I'm moving on to these cable lat push downs using the rope attachment. This helps build a nice strong back and improves posture. Next, I'm supersetting that with these cable ab pull downs. I haven't done this exercise in a long time, so my form is probably not the best. It did feel like it was working though. So I did 4 sets of 10 reps for the lat exercise and about 12 to 15 reps for the abs. Last superset, I ended by doing 10 weighted back extensions on the GHG, which helps strengthen the lower back. And then with the same weight, I did 10 squat plate curls. Basically, I stay in a low squat and have my elbows at my knees for support. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up this solid ass back and biceps workout. Thursday, time for another leg day. Since it's nearing the end of the week, I decided I would go a bit heavier, like I mentioned earlier. I was feeling a little ambitious this day, so we ended up getting up to, I believe, 185 for 3 reps. I was recording on my phone beforehand, so I could only get 2 reps in for my actual camera. But yeah, anyways, I do get scared of lifting heavier at the gym since I go alone and I don't have a spotter. But we are working on it and we'll get there. Next, I'm doing some single leg deadlifts, 10 on the right, 10 on the left, and then 10 regular stiff leg deadlifts with both legs. You can test your balance and try to keep your other foot completely off the ground, or you can use it as a little kickstand when you come back up to an upright position. I tend to rock back and forth because my balance is a little all over the place, but yeah, I just use my foot as a little kickstand, no shame, and some extra security. Today was a little bit of a shorter leg workout, so I'm actually just gonna be finishing things off with the circuit using a medicine ball. The breakdown is 4 different exercises for 1 minute each, and then for the next round you repeat those same 4 exercises but for 45 seconds each. And then once more, the final round is going to be 30 seconds each. The first move is 2 jumping lunges to 2 ball slams. The next move is a side lunge to 2 kickbacks. And then we have curtsy lunges with the weight overhead or at your chest. And finally, the last move is going to be a static squat hold. This was a shorter, but still very effective day at the gym for me. Alrighty, so this is my last day in the gym for this week, and we have another upper body day. Chest, shoulders, and abs. I started off with this flat dumbbell bench complex where I do 10 presses on the right, 10 presses on the left, all while keeping the opposite arm up into 5 full chest presses with both arms. For the last 5, I really try to focus on a slow and controlled negative motion and a fast, explosive motion for the press up. This really helped burn out my chest. My first superset of the day consisted of upright rows using this 25-pound plate, I believe. After doing 10 of those on each side, I did 10 to 12 overhead tricep extensions using the same plate. Next, I moved on to some cable chest flies, and I aimed for about 10 to 12 reps here. Then I supersetted with cable tricep extensions, doing one arm at a time. You can see and maybe notice that I had to give myself a little bit of assistance just by gently tapping my arm down. For this week, I've been incorporating a lot of timed circuits to really burn myself out at the end of my workouts. So today we're doing 10 different 1-minute exercises. 2 rounds of that is 20 minutes of work. Just a note, little breaks are okay within the minute, but the goal is to just keep pushing through. I used a 27.5-pound dumbbell, but any medium weight that works for you should do. First minute are some just standard squats. Next, we have dumbbell swings, and the focus here should be in your lower body and abs to help drive that weight up. Next, we have side plank rows. I did 30 seconds on one side and then switched halfway. Whatever you do, try and keep yourself in that side plank the entire time. And if you need to pause on the rows, take a quick break, but try to stay propped up. Next are high pulls, 30 seconds on one side and then switch. Then we have these overhead lateral squats. If the weight's too heavy, you can always bring it down to your chest. Straightening your arms overhead makes it a little bit more challenging. Next are L sit-ups, where your legs and arms stay pretty straight while you go up and down like a normal sit-up. Next, we have these offset push-ups that we did earlier this week. Again, I do 30 seconds on one side and then switch. Next are these neutral grip chest presses, but this time, instead of switching at 30 seconds, I did a full minute on each side. And then the final move are these dumbbell taps, and this is really going to work those shoulders and abs, and you want to focus on not swinging your hips from side to side. That way your core is way more activated and stabilized. And yeah, that's the breakdown of the 10 exercises. You can end it here at 10 minutes, or you can repeat it a second time for 20 minutes total. But yeah, good job, good luck if you try this out. Let me know. Alright, you guys, so that is going to conclude this full week of workouts. I really hope that you enjoyed and maybe you got some inspiration or some fun ideas for your next workout. I've been getting a lot of good feedback on these videos, so I'm going to continue to do them as frequently as I can. They do take a while to sort of put together. It's a lot, but it's worth it. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.